Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. The channel is BNSF6951. I'm Vinny and I will be your host. This channel is about model railroading and everything related to model railroading. So if you're interested in this kind of videos, please hit that subscribe button. And after you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that bell. And I'm going to ask you guys to do one more thing, and that's to hit the thumbs up. That'll help my analytics with YouTube. Anyhow, a few words from my sponsors, and then we'll get on with the video. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuz sent you. Hey guys and gals, welcome back to my video. I have two computers in this house. One of them is probably about 30 years old. It's a tower computer, and I use that computer for my contests and so on and so forth. So as I was checking out some of the email entries and all the things I needed to check out for the entry, I said, I'm going to start checking out some of my older videos. Okay, so I came across a series that I think you guys would really like and enjoy because it's a very informative video, and it was done in 2015. Yep, that's what, 7 years ago now? Okay, anyhow, the video is going to be called 2022/2015 There's a Rumor Going Round. And that's what the title of the series is called. Anyhow, without further ado, let's get on with this series. This is part 1 and part 2. Talk to you guys later. Bye for now. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention one thing. I left all the intros and outros as they were recorded in 2015. You'll see me with different haircuts and so on and so forth. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So now, let's get on with it. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions. In this video, I guess someone let the cat out of the bag and spilled the beans about what's going on my layout. Yeah, I am. I'm starting to build my Helix. I'm tired of running around the same part of the layout all the time, and I'd like to get my trains to run up on the second deck. So, I decided that I was going to start building my Helix. In the video, I show you guys the tools and what I do to build my Helix the way I think it was the best way. I spoke with Bill, the TrackMan, in our last live show, and he told me that it would be a good idea to do it the way I'm going to do it. So, we are going to do this in a multi-part series. I'm not sure how many parts it's going to be. I'm just going to keep recording until the Helix is the Helix is up to the second level part. Anyhow, I've had the material sitting in my garage for more than a year that David Durbin was good enough to supply me with the lumber. I've had track since not this Christmas past, but the Christmas before, so it's almost a year and a half that I've got the track. And I've got all the hardware that I need. So I thought I'd just get going on this. Anyhow, stay tuned and I'll get you guys down to the workbench and I'll show you my process of building a Helix. So stay tuned and we shall be right back. Alright guys, we're down at the work area now, and I'm going to show you all the stuff that you need to build a Helix. And I know that this has been a long time coming, and I finally decided that I need to get it done because I want to get my trains up to the second level. Anyhow, we're going to start off with some basic stuff. You'll need pencil and markers. I use this metal yardstick for my drawing my circles, and as you can see, I have one hole right there at the 1-inch mark, and then further down I have marks at various increments. For this particular helix, I want my radius to be 20 inches. So I take this and I go here to 21, because I had to subtract an inch from this end. Now the second thing that you're going to need is a good old hammer and a finishing nail. And the way I'm going to be doing mine is I will be using this all thread or threaded rod or whatever you want to call it. And the way to... Alright, what I forgot to mention, I bought 10 of those thread rods, and I have spaced these out pretty evenly around the board. As you can see, any place you see these little marks here is where I'm going to drill. And I'm going to use, I think I mentioned this already, but I'm going to use this board as my template to drill all my holes, so all the holes are perfectly aligned with each other. So anyhow, let me get on with the rest of this, and I'll show you how I put my circles together. So hang on, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're ready to start doing my track center lines here. And like I had mentioned before, I drill a hole at the 1-inch mark here, and we're going to use the finishing nail that I showed you guys earlier. I'm going to put it in that hole. Now the reason why I'm using this is because I want the least amount of wobble on the drawing device as possible. I already have the hole drilled out. What we'll do is we'll put that in there, but I'm also going to give it a couple of taps to make sure that that nail does not move when I start drawing my circle. Okay, now, because I want a 20-inch radius, and because I had to take away an inch from there, I will be using the 21-inch mark, and that'll give me a 20-inch radius. So all I need to do now is put a pencil in there and draw my circle. So let's get that done now. I'll turn this around, back out a little bit, and we'll get started on this. Sorry about that guys, I just wanted to make sure that my measurements are correct. And since I'm only doing a single main line, I'm only going to draw one of my center track lines. So I'm using a Sharpie, and all we do is just follow this around. Alright, and as you can see, I've got my center line around the entire board right now. So the next thing I'm going to do is get my other two sheets of plywood and put them on top of each other, with this one being on the top. And I will go ahead and cut the sub road bed out, and basically we'll be ready to start installing this on my layout. So stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got my complete circle done now, and there's lots of ways to do this. I elected to do it this way with only one joint. There's ways that you can get a big bang for your buck if you use one piece of 4x8 plywood and cut these into quarters. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want too many joints on here. Anyhow, this is level number 3. That includes the first level. So, I will continue on. Unfortunately, my jigsaw can only cut one board at a time. As you can see, it's old and it took me a long time just to cut this one out. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll be back for more. Hey guys, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions. This is going to be part 2 of There's a Rumor Going Around Town. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the next step on assembling my Helix. I showed you guys how I was going to do it, and that's exactly how I'm doing it. I show you drilling all the holes out, drilling the support plates out. I show you a box car sitting in there and how much room I got going on, and basically a mock-up of the first 2 circles. So anyhow, stand by and I'll get you out to the layout and we'll start the procedure going. So be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got 4 of my circles completed. And I also have one down there that when I first started doing this, I decided I was going to do halves, but I decided to do the way it is right now. Okay, I have a pop question for you guys. What automobile manufacturer uses the 4 circles as I have them situated right now? Anyhow, the next part is I'm going to bring this out to the layout, and I'm going to lay it on top of the pre-existing level. And start marking out where my holes for my rods got to go. Anyhow, this will give me 5 layers here, plus the one that's on there is 6, and I need a total of 8. Unfortunately, when I get all of this mounted, I have to cease work on it until I get the funds to buy the rest of the plywood and hardware that I'm going to need. So anyhow, stay tuned and we'll get out to the layout and I'll lay these on it and I'll show you my next step in this procedure. I'll be right back. Alright guys, before we get started on me mounting the cut boards on top of here, I want to show you how I'm going to get my grade. I'm using the formula that goes for every 4 feet of length, a rise of 1 inch will give you a 2% grade. So what I did was I made this little guy right here, and he is 12 inches long, and at this end right here I put a 1/4 inch block, which if you do the math, 1/4 inch and 1 foot would equal the same thing. This right here is just a line level. It works great for me, so basically I can take this and put it anywhere on the entire helix to see what my radius is. Now, the next thing, I want to move this over here a bit, and I want to show you that my total rise, if you look at the bottom of the sub-road bed, is about 2 1/4 inches. And if you look at the top, it's about 2 3/4 inches, and that's because I'm using 1/2 inch plywood. Anyhow, the total run around the entire circle is just about over 10 feet. So I'm actually a little bit less than a 2% grade here. I'll move this back and I'll show you what I mean. You can see the bubble is not exactly in the center, but I can adjust it to be directly in the center if I just raise the rest of this up a bit, which I don't think I want to do, because right now that's showing me a little bit less than a 2% grade, and that's okay. And the amount of space I have as far as rise goes, I would still be able to use in modal stuff if I wanted to. Anyhow, just like give you that little bit of information to let you know how I'm doing this. So what we'll do now is I will take out all the risers that I have installed already. As you can see, I have some clamped under there, and a couple down there, and more. So I'm going to take all of those blocks out, and I want a flat surface when I pre-drill my hose from my threaded rod. And before I forgot to mention, oops, sorry about that. Forgot to mention, but these are 3/8 inch rod. So just let you know, because I didn't state that in my original start of this series. Anyhow, let's get going, and we'll be back here shortly. Be right back. Alright guys, we're back at the layout right now, and I had discussed how I was going to join my sections together with Chuck Baker and a couple other guys, and we came up with using metal strips and whatever, but due to my financial situation, I have to use whatever is on hand. So I have this 1/4 inch hardboard, and I have marked them off at 4 3/4 inches, and I will cut these, and what they'll do is they will go here at the joints, and I will drill the holes for the threaded rod through all of these and into the circle sections. Anyhow, let me get back after I cut these out, and I'll show you the next step. We'll be drilling some holes. Anyhow, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I have all my sub road bed cut out and placed onto the main sub road bed. And as you can see there, I have my pile of stuff, hardboard that I just cut out. And my intention for this is to be drill through these as far down as my drill bit will allow me. And as long as I have the marks here on the sub road bed, I'll be able to drill the rest through. Now the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I can get my threaded rods to secure on both ends of this, and in addition to, I will put a couple of screws and nuts here to secure everything. So as you can see, I'm using regular good old electric drill. It's something that we guys probably haven't used in a long time. Anyhow, let me go ahead and drill this stuff out, and we'll come back after that. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got all my support plates drilled out, and I got them also marked here. As you can see, I know that that's going to go towards the outside, or the I don't know how to explain it, but the part of the helix that's going to go in this direction. So all those arrows are faced that way, and hopefully all these holes will line up with the holes that I have here. And that's only remains to be seen. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and drill the rest of the holes out on the sub road bed here, and then I'm going to do a mock-up and see how it's going to look. So hang out, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, what you're looking at here is my little level that I have on my Helix. I did put the first level up. Actually, it's the second level if you want to count the first one as the bottom one as one. And as you can see down there, I have lots of room on top of that boxcar. And from the top of the bottom layer to the bottom of the top layer is exactly 2 inches. And so far it looks like my system is working out the way I planned it. The only thing I didn't plan on was when I first decided to do a Helix, I made these boards at 5 inches wide, and it would have been enough for me to do a double main line. I wasn't counting on putting these rods in. So what's going to happen now is I can't use the center line that I had drawn out earlier. What I have to do is go just to the inside of that line, and instead of having a 20-inch radius, I will have a 19.5-inch radius. These are working out very well. The only thing is that what I got to do now is I have to put some supports at the bottom so I can run these all the way down. Because I tell you what, putting these on here by myself was kind of a bear. Excuse me. But I will put some supports down here so I can lock these down at the bottom. The good thing about this actually is when I put the nuts on here, I can adjust it to the top of the washer at 2 inches and then drop my sub road bed down in there, and it measures out at 2 inches. I took my level, went around the entire Helix, and it's exactly the way you see it in this bubble is the way it is around the entire thing. Alright guys, what you're looking at right now is the first level of the Helix that's permanently attached. And I said I wouldn't attach anything until I did some supports at the bottom down here. And I did, and I'll show you what I did. For now, of course, when I bought my rods, my threaded rods, this one I picked up by accident. It's actually 1/4 inch, so I can bring that one back so I can finish this piece right here. Anyhow, let me take this off the tripod and let me show you a couple of things as far as the levelness goes, and then I'll cut the camera and I'll have to get under the layout and show you what I did for the supports. So let's see if I can do this without too much shaking. Oops, sorry. Try to be gentle. Anyhow, as you can see right there, I'm perfectly at 2%, and this is the end of the first loop right here. And also, right here, as you can see, let's see if I can move this over so you can see the bubble. As you can see the bubble, I'm a little high on the outside part here. But that's okay because it actually gives me a super elevation. But if I need to, I can always adjust it right here. I could bring this side up, or I could drop this side down. So in actuality, these rods are a big help. Anyhow, let me cut the camera here, and I'll get under the layout, and I'll show you what I did for supports. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm comfortably sitting under my layout right now, and I'm going to show you what I did. If you guys remember at the beginning of this video, I showed you that I had the 2 half pieces that I had cut out. I decided I didn't want to use them for the actual sub road bed, but I was able to use them for my support. I wanted these rods to be supported to the main framework, so I took those 2 half rounds and I used them here, and now they get secured to the framework in 3 different spots. And you can see I did the same thing over there, and then on this side also. And the reason why I cut it right there is because I wanted the holes that I had already drilled out, I wanted them to line up with the holes that with all the rest of the holes that were drilled out. Anyhow, let me get back to the top of the layout, and We'll be right back. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos series so far about how I'm building my Helix. Part 3 will be starting to put the track on the first level, and we'll give a test run with an engine and a couple of cars on there, see if it's working okay, and then I'll just continue on from there. And then after all the track is laid, then I'm going to have to build the section that goes over the layout over here. So we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, as always, your questions, comments, input, and subs are always welcome. For now, that's it, folks. BNSF 6951 out.